Hello everybody, welcome to XRL, and this is X1, round number 6, Imola. I'm joined by BTEC, which is Jeffrey,
Hello.
and we've got a race engineer doing commentators, so, and if we all get that, and I'm sure the drivers will soon as well. I'm just waiting for someone to get a corner cut penalty. Please, someone get on really early. I've got to get Jeff to say something. Hopefully someone gives us a weather forecast. Zach's been kicked out of the lobby, which is fantastic. X3 was nice and dry. I didn't see a single raindrop on my screen at all in the entire race.
Of course, because X3 did not run.
Oh, yeah, well, I keep doing that. I either do that on the stream, or I'll either do it but then post in the YouTube video, so don't worry. We're X2. So, yeah. X2 was dry as a bone. And
Yeah. If
unless you're Shredder. What's moist? That's wet. There's no spray with wet though, huh? Right, 19 car grid. We should have 20, but we haven't. So I don't know, it's not here. Snack's back in. Right, it should be strategy around here is a hard medium or medium hard. You can do a soft medium medium if obviously safety cars and that dependent. Also weather dependent. We're waiting for weather for a court. Shredder and Rabago both have qualifying bans. Shredder has served his. Just waiting for the first cars to go out on track. Weather forecast. What? Oh, I can't spell, obviously. Fantastic. Let's get that off, and we've got cars going out on track, and it is a Red Bull of CMP. Is the first car on track, I believe. There's got a McLaren behind him as well, which is Mantic, I hope. If it's Rabago, he's in trouble. We've already had one person not serve their qualifying ban correctly and get a race ban for it, and it is Mantic, thank God for that. All on mediums so far. Mediums are about half a second slower than the soft compound tyre. So we will lose 2 drivers in Q1. Well, we should anyway, as long as Rabago serves his qualifying ban correctly.
Yep, there it is.
And he has served it as well, so it angles out. There we go, that's out of the way, and I'll remove that off the penalty table, so it's out of the way. Right, mediums, and there is a hard qualifier as well, which actually we're on board with, actually, CMP on hards. Yeah, there's a gap to the McLaren, which is good. I was about to say, if he's on hards and the car behind him's on softs and he's right behind him, I would probably let go the soft run because we're on our tyres. And I don't, no offence to CMP, but I do not think you're going to get through on those hard compound tyres, so he might just be doing some laps though to get used to the track. We'll see. It obviously means he's also put the harder compound tyre as well, which means he'll have 2 sets of hards and 2 sets of mediums. Sasha's been kicked, and that is fantastic. Can you invite Sasha, please? It'd be under recently played players, Jeff.
Yep.
Actually, you won't be able to, will you?
Oh, nope, I won't. Because I do not have him as an EA friend.
No. Yeah, you might have to go through the grid manias to extend them thingies. Right, what about that? I keep forgetting your thingy. Right then, we have yellow flags, so someone throw it down in the third sector, which would be Arctic. So no one really new in the league that's actually racing, but there is someone called XRL Moist, used to be XRL Young. So if anyone's don't know who that is Mr. Young Maneuver. Used to be Young Maneuver. Not many people know that. There'll be a few that know that, but not many.
That's going way back. Young Maneuver, that's going back a little bit.
That's going back about 5 seasons. And then he's XRL Young, and now he's XRL Moist. CMP official posted 19.4. And that is the fastest lap so far. Meerkat's about to post a better time though, that'll be a 17.8 P1. Ferrari of Mr. Pelly. It's not Pelly, it is the other one, Arctic, sorry. So Arctic posts a 116.620, that's going to be 100% safe. I can't see anyone beating that. Nah, Air Max is starting a lap. Ryan, where's the mark then? Moist lap. Out lap. So is Watto. Where are you going? Gabbo, track's over it, mate. Asda Mill deal. Let's go. That's another one. A long time ago. Asda Mill deal. Now called As Aaron. And he posts a 117.877. Yeah, just don't say them together, Dave. You might get in trouble. Right. No, it's the other one. Prudish, just started lap. Shakira. Yeah, Shakira, innit? We've got to remember to say that, yeah. P2, 117.052. I believe it's a Red Bull that crossed the line, but that's only CMPs on that thingy, so it'll be Air Max in 9th at the moment. Final 2 corners. On the mediums. Oh, he went super deep there, so that's just costing a couple of dents. $18.7, and that's P7.
Watto has gotten a toe this entire lap.
Yeah, it's the only Moist, they're both on laps. Has he got toe or has he got dirty air? On medium, yeah, he's got dirty air. 17.3. Yeah, it's not. He's a lot faster than that, so I think he's got a little bit of time there. Well, he's posted a 17.896 and he's back in 9th. That probably isn't going to be good enough when everyone starts to go to softs, because I'm pretty sure you're going to see a few. Zach is on out lap, but hot lap he was, but now he's backed out of it and now he's trying to save ERS. Prudish posts a P5 117.366. I'm trying to see if anyone else is on a lap. That's I think everyone is done in quali. Moist might be going for another lap, you know, or maybe not. I don't know. He's still using ERS. Oh, okay. Hi. Not now. I think Watto is actually going for another lap. That posts a whopping 150.135. Ooh, that's a lot of curb and that lap's done. And he knows that, yeah, he's saving his ERS again. I think I was going to say, to be honest, I think a 17.3, actually, I don't know. I don't think it is safe. I don't think anything in the 17s is safe.
If everybody switches over to softs, it's going to end up being touch and go. Watto dove into the pits.
Dove? Cool, I haven't heard one of those. Ooh, whoa, Gabbo, no dropped it. Out of the chicane, but he's still alive. Well, apparently I'm getting told it's a moist qualifying, so there is rain forecast for qualifying, but dry race. So does Gabbo improve? Yes, he does, 1/10, so he goes to 117.576, but doesn't move anywhere. Right, Zach, we know, is on lap, and he's going through the into the final sector, sorry, in the final 2 corners. And I suspect this to be a 16. I know, yeah, actually a 17, sorry, on medium. Actually, no, you might do a 16 on mediums. What Ryan did a 16, yeah.
Yep, 16.6.
16.6,
wow.
yeah.
Good lap that.
Yeah, half a second faster on softs though, so it's only just a 16.1, so we are expecting a 15th of pole. It's a spot's going through the yeah, it's something chicane, I can't remember what it's called. I have him. I can't say it, so I'm not even going to try. Into the 3rd sector. Torpedoes on that lap. Slash is still not left the pit lane, nor has Windex. And hits the spot around the final corner. Oh, well, there's an Alpine that is spotted chicane on the exit. It's not called Jeff either. And then his spot goes to P4, 117.018. Both Alfa Romeos 3 and 4. One's on mediums though, and one's on softs. You would think it'd be the other way around in time, but it ain't. Right, who was the Alpine that spun then? Was it Gabo? It was Gabo. It's Mr. Gabo, 10-pin bowling. If you've seen him last week, you'd know what we're calling 10-pin bowling. Right, CMP is in the pit lane in 14th on the hard compound, so he probably will be going to softs now. I would have thought. Man, tickets on a lap. Yep. Invalidated though. So I think it just leaves Air Max on an out lap. I think everyone else is on an in lap. Also, Waddington's on an out lap as well. He's behind Max. Yeah, so it's just Waddington and Air Max. Air Max is the first car. The two.
Yeah, Max is on softs for this run too. He should improve massively.
Yeah, he set that lap time. Well, he set the lap time on mediums. But I mean, we know there's no way he's over a second off the rest of the group. He's in the 17s normally on those mediums, so he should be low into the 16s at least. It'd be a low 17, or actually, it'd be a bit like probably where Prudish is probably area, 17.3, 17.4 area. We're about to find out. I'm definitely telling you now, the 17.8s are not good enough. They're in danger zones. Because I know, we all know, Sasha is a lot. We know he'll be up there. We know that probably that Moist can go faster. We know Pelly can go faster. We know Air Max can. I know Waddington can definitely do. He can get into the 15, so he should be looking at 16 on mediums, at least. Even if it's a high 16, they'll be guaranteed to get through on mediums.
Air Max only up half a second.
Yeah, the half a second is the difference between the softs and mediums, but yeah, he did make a lot of mistakes in that third sector though. We're about to find out how much time he did lose in that third sector though, because he lost it here. He went super deep in this corner, so he should be about 8 or 9 tenths up here, if not more. 1.5 seconds, wow. 17.2, he lost that much time in that final sector. He lost a second in that final sector in the last run then, jeez. Where's Waddington 2 on those mediums and 1.5 up. Oh no, that is not you, that is not Waddington, that is Waddington. He just started lap. There you go, 16.966, it's more like it, yeah. It's more like it. He probably would have expected a little bit better than that though. But he'd be happy with that though, he's through. Guaranteed to be through. Don't know if he'd be happy about using 2 sets of tyres
just went purple sector 2.
Yeah, but that sometimes just means their purple sector. Let's have a look and see how Prudish is doing in that Murk then. Oh, invalidated final corner, yeah. This and next lap.
Unlucky.
I'm surprised he didn't box actually, because that's just the next lap. Unless he's got enough fuel to go around again. Shakira, how you doing? On that lap, let's go watch him then, no way. This is what no practice gets you. I wish I could do a 17 flat first run with no practice. Gotta watch the X2 commentator and see if they can actually show us how it's done. Waddington retires, probably fell asleep.
Yeah, the traditional Watto.
That's another old story as well. And if some of you probably don't know that actually, so I will tell you that. Pretty much the first or second season he was teammates with Mechanical Sack back then. And pretty much Waddington fell asleep in the middle of Q1 and woke up literally about 10 seconds before the race started. I went, oh! Are we racing? Crosses the line for Mantic, that's better, 17-2, but still, it should be safe.
Here comes Shakira to finish up his lap.
Yeah,
16-8.
16-8. But you say he's only just beat medium runners, and medium runners are half a second faster. Pelly, surprised at the moment being in 12th. We know what his space is like, that's invalidated. It's the Ferrari strat all over again. And Aaron is on sector 1. Moist still yet to lead the pit lane, so Aaron is going to be in danger zone. So we've got to see what he does in 13th. Going through into sector 2. I just hope people be careful at turn like 1, 2 and 3 and that, because especially in lap 1, if everyone behaves and doesn't do anything stupid, especially in lap 1, let people get into the race, we should have a good one. People need to be aware that this track is a very tight one. Very similar to basically Baku, but Baku's a bit more, I think, wider, a bit wider. Just need to be a bit more aware of where people are. Right, Aaron in 13th, let's see what he can do then. He's at the moment 17.877. And he goes to 11th, 117.335. Right, Windex out on track now on the lap as well, going for the chicane. He's invalidated though, so he's got to go again. And hopefully he's got enough ERS and stuff. Ryan's retired. In the pit lane, Sasha's on track and Torpedo's on that lap. So Sasha is on track and he's just about to cross the line to start lap. No pressure, Sasha, but you've got the whole screen watching you. What do you reckon pole time will be then in Q1? Or Q3 I should say. If it's dry, it might be wet. So, what do you reckon if it is dry?
Most everybody's in the high 15, that I've seen has been in the high 15s. I'd say like a 15.7.
I think you might be right. But saying that, I mean, Shredder, one of the faster ones, is on a ban. So at the moment, the shout for pole is at 100% Zach. 16.6 on mediums will be a 16 flat area for the softs. But I know Waddington and Ryan can go faster, and we know for a fact Pelly can. So and that was he did a 16.8 on 2 lap old tyres, so I'm expecting a 15 from probably all 3 of them, or close. Brutus might be a shout as well if he can actually if he set a lap on 3 lap old. Shakira's there as well, but Shakira. Call me Shakira anyway, just for fun. Sasha P9 117 flat should be safe, which means now Moist needs to set a lap time that's anywhere in the low 17s, but it needs to be a pretty much a 17 flat area. But I tell you now, there is not a lot between Air Max, Mantic, and CMP. Look at that, 6/100 separate all 3 of those. And it looks like I've got a funny feeling CMP might be going out with that. Being that close, they're going to be so unlucky. Where is he doing then? 3/10 up for Moist. Gabo, half a second up. What is Windex? Windex is done. Windex is out of qualifying. I think Asda might be joining him. I think Asda might be... well, Asda, Aaron, I should say. I think he's going to be joining him. I think Moist and Gabo both about to knock him out. Wow,
right, here goes Gabo, goes fastest with a 16.5.
9.9. Where did that come from? Moist up half a second.
Gabo's quite quick.
More. Well, he used to be quick, he just, like I said, I mean, it's just time away from the game. It just shows you how long it takes to come back. It took him 4 races and he's finally, well, 3 races, so he's finally starting to show the pace again.
Yep.
Moist, and let's say goodbye to Aaron. Goes to 10th, 117.043, knocks out Aaron. And Windex is out, and Shredder with a quali ban, and so Habago are all out of Q1. Fast lap and time in Q1 was Gabo with a 116.599, but Zach with a 16.614 behind him is on mediums, which are about, like we said, about 5 to 6 tenths faster, so. And they were 2 lap old.
Look at this. look at the separation between Gabo, Arctic, and Prudish, though. It's, I mean,
Excuse me,
that's
look
like,
at the gap between P1 to P11. But the problem is there's medium runners there, that's the issue.
yeah.
But so I think Zach would be, like say, 16 flat. He would take half a second off of Ryan and Watto. They're 16.5, 16.4, 16.3, sorry. So now there is literally about 5 people at the moment at Club Hole, I think. But I do think
Gonna
Zach
make
at the
for an
moment
interesting
is
queue.
favourite. What were we actually waiting for? Were we waiting for Gabo's car to go in the pits? Or we actually, yeah, we must be waiting for Gabo. Because Paddy was already in the pit lane. Hello? Or we're just waiting for Moist to go around the track like 100 times. Hamilton doesn't get the TV time anymore, so we're just going to watch him on here. Because you use the arse word. Should be right saying that then. Well then, Q1 done. Yeah. You're getting the pep talk right, Watto. Watch, it'll rain, and bang, he's done. Look at the mix of flags. Got a Mexican on pole at the moment, provisional pole. We say provisional pole, it's not pole yet, it's Q1. And then you got Italian, American, British is English, and then Dutch, England, American, well, English as well. Jamaican, American, Romanian, Scotland, Air Max is French, Mantic's English, CMP's English, Aaron's English, Winnick's American, Shredder Bulgarian, I don't think he is, but okay, and Czech Republic for Rabago. I'm sure Shredder's American, or close to. But they are out. Aaron, Windex, Shredder, and Rabago all out qualifying. Shredder and Rabago had qualifying bans. This is where we'll find out the pace of people now, because everyone's going to go to softs. If it's dry, it is supposed to be raining, and the rain is here.
Ooh.
So, is it wet enough for inters, or is it dry enough for, well, is it dry enough for like softs? We're about to find out. Is it like, but pretty much Q1 and X2 earlier, where you had to go out like straight away, have the dry tyres? Let's find out.
And even in X2 to when the rain did come, it took a little bit for it to transition. The softs were still pretty decent when the rain was starting to fall. Oh, here comes everybody at once.
All on softs, so that just tells you straight away that it does look like it is going to be one-shot quali or close as. Literally everybody's out, and this is where it normally gets a bit scrappy, because everyone's trying to go out on track at once. This is pretty much Monza qualifying session, or a Formula 2 qualifying session. Everybody follow the leader, trying to get the toe off each other. Come on, the only person with a name that suits this weather forecast isn't out on track. Here's the spot as well. I wonder if Moist hit the spot. So Sasha first car out on track, and then he's followed by pretty much the rest of the grid. And disabled. Wow, that was quick. What we say?
I think that it might have been a mistake coming out first for Sasha, because he's not going to get a toe off at anybody, and everybody's going to get a toe behind him.
He's going to have the driest possible track, and it's disabled. DRS has been disabled. Who are they all going to box now, or are they all going to try and do a lap? Hits the spot's probably done probably the worst thing right now, by being the last car out on track that's gone out. Moist might do
Moist is still in the pit.
Yeah, might do the best strat, because if it is wet, and if they all do like 25s and 26s, the inters are 23s. So we're about to find out now is what the track is like. Has anyone gone back in the pits? No, they've all stayed out and done on trying to do a lap.
Don't see any spray coming up yet, though.
Right, but who's behind the Alfa Romeo? There's a car right behind the Alfa Romeo, but we don't really know who it is. Literally, there's a one, but oh, hello, snap! Ooh, that hairpin has just nearly swung Sasha in a wall. But yeah, there's an Alpine getting held up, there's a Red Bull getting held up, but the problem is they're all on hot laps, so there's no blocking. Whoa!
Ooh.
We are the champions.
That track is getting slippery.
Someone's gone, AlphaTauri, and I believe that's going to be MX. Oh, there's a big crash at the back as well. There's a Red Bull and a Merc. Is that a CMP official with, is that Prudish? I don't know what's happened there. I think someone might have just dropped in, the other one's got on the side of them or something. And, oh, it's a 22.323. I don't know who's going to come next. Ryan Hurricane posts a 122.053. Zach 22.247. Watto's just posted 122.141. They're all going to come in really quick now. Zach's third, that's just 4. Gabo's 5. 6 is that Arctic. 7 is Torpedo. Torpedo's time is close to being beaten. Max is the one that spun earlier. As a spot is probably next car with Pelly's about to cross the line actually as well. He goes to 8th. Track is done. Look at the times. Track is done. Shakira is also invalidated their first run. They're the only car to invalidate their first run. Max is boxed, but he went up the hairpin. CMP did something with Prudish or something. I don't know if there was anything happened there. I don't know, but it's a spot that is in danger zone of being beaten by an Inter runner will beat that 24-1. Because you can do say, I mean, X2 was doing 23s on Inters, so I think he's in trouble with that time. And Prudish 100%. So I believe there is the only position that is open is P10. Maybe P8 and 9 might be in trouble. Maybe some of these can go in the 22s on their wets. Maybe. I don't know. And Shikari does box, so we are done. Nothing. So pretty much Inter's all the way now. So pretty much then, I got a funny feeling people might be in trouble as then Mantic hits as well. So Pelly, well technically, I mean Torpedo could be dragged into this as well if they get in the 22s. So Torpedo, Pelly, Mantic, his spot, Prudish, Air Max, Shakira, Moist, and Ocean. Ocean? Why am I thinking Ocean for? It's CMP. For some reason I'm thinking it's Ocean and Lion for. I have no idea why. Mate,
The name I haven't heard in a bit.
I'm off with the rockers here, mate. Jesus. Been a long day. I've been watching snooker and football and F1 and MotoGP. If it's got wheels and balls, I'll watch it.
as well as a nice 32-lap wet race around Imola.
Yeah. Full one of that as well, with 83% worn tyres.
I don't know how you got them tires to the end.
All I was thinking was a couple of races ago, Lopez had a blowout, didn't he? In X3.
Yep.
Puncher,
Yeah.
and I was like going, no. And he was in the same position, he was in third when he had it. I was like,
That's what happened to. That's what happened to his teammate.
Mhm. Yeah, Herbie and
Yep.
was it Hayes or Gemini had it as well? Was it Gemini or was it Hayes? Somebody got it.
One of the Ferraris. It was one of the Ferraris.
They say the dry race anyway. They say they shouldn't really get anywhere near. Oh, what?
He stopped in the pit lane because CMP was coming on the lap.
Yeah, but he got his impeding. It was Gabo coming out of the pit lane.
Yeah, there were both 4 cars coming out of the pit lane, and Mantic was the lead car, and he slowed up.
Yeah, the problem is you can't stop on the pit exit. You've got to keep moving. So If he wasn't moving, then that's why he's actually lucky he didn't get disqualified.
Yeah, for blocking the pit lane. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, CMP's gone off it wide there. That's the problem I kept doing when in the full wet. Oh, now Alpine has just gone straight on at there, the thingy. Can I shout Gabbo? Let's have a nose. Gabbo, you can't park there, mate.
Oh, he's got himself wedged too. He can't get out. Uh-oh. Has he got it? Ah, he got it.
He
Got
can
it.
be
Yeah.
set track if he is stuck, but he is out. I see him moving now. Yeah. Typical of Mexicans, mate. Just crash wherever they want to. P11 for CMP 124.653. Air Max is the next car. Shakira is on an out lap. He's just behind this as well. Moist still on the split lane yet, and I believe Air Max has jumped that lap. Prudish, what Prudish doing? He's actually on a lap, so we're on board with him. Let's go through turn 1 into turn 2.
Air Max did not have a good exit out of the final corner there.
Yeah, that exit's so important, and because obviously they're running dry setups, aren't they? Because of dry race, so their wings, some of them are going to be running inverted wings. So that exit is going to be awful with inverted wings. That's the point. What are you running inverted? Oh, you're on a lap. But I'm wondering if he's running inverted wing because obviously I know it's thingy. So I wonder if he's running that one or if he's running another one. I think some of them, there's a few of them, I mean, that are running inverted wings, so I'm wondering if they're all going to have a bit of a slip and slide out some of these corners. Could you imagine trying to run that inverted wing around thingy earlier in X2?
Nope. I'm all set with that one.
Christ. It was bad enough with normal wings. Like I was on an iron yesterday about running inverted wings. I'm so glad now I raced realistic with normal wing. Just to get practice in for too much earlier. Right then, Prudish 11th, 124.519. So Lopez so far then has beaten all these times on Inters so far. Oh, Mantic is out of he's out of qualifying now. He's in 9th at the moment. He's probably going to be safer as it stands. If they can't get in the 23s, which has surprised me. I thought someone might have done. Right, Shakira about to start a lap. He needs a 24.187. He needs to beat a 124.187. Produced at a 24.519, but if it gets a bit wetter, he might be able to get that. I don't think hits are safe. I really don't. Because I mean, Prudish is only 4/10 off, and like, if it dries up slightly a little bit or something, I might be able to get that. Right, I'm about to find out in a minute now if Shakira's going to get anywhere near him. Going to cross into the third sector now. What is he doing? He's 2.8 up. That is a 25.1 at the moment. Air Max retired the pit lane. He's done. He's out of qualifying. Well, we've lost one person already. Air Max doesn't want to do it. Well, I mean, we know he can go better than that, but obviously he doesn't think he can beat the 24.1. He might be right though. He might be right though. No one can read it. We'll find out though. 24.7 for Shikari. Shikari is not.
Yeah, I think the track's getting slower.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think they need to dry up a little bit more, but I don't think no. I mean, the thing is, normally the second lap you do on them is normally the fastest. That's why you tend to see a lot more people do 2 laps, like we're looking at now. We're on board with Prudish. Normally 2 out laps, then a hot lap, purely because the tyres on the wets do not get the temp fast enough. The optimal for like the inters is 85 to 80, and for full wets is like 75 area. That's why, if anyone's seen my stream earlier, I actually upped my tyre pressures a little bit for the wet. I learnt that from Singapore when we raced Singapore in XMA. I literally didn't change it, and my tyres were like 60. The entire race, like 65 to 70. I just could not get them up any higher than 70, and I was literally just losing so much time on the exit every corner because obviously not hot enough to get the grip down to go. British 124.7 is 2/10 down his lap so far. Pretty much anyone from 10th onwards, well 9th onwards can all retire and they're done. Leaving the pit lane now, just risk crashing. CMP's out on that lap, so is Moist. Moist is on the 3rd sector. CMP is also going to the final 2 corners. Prudish really is all.
Oh, one thing's for sure, Muppets can drive in the rain.
He's not a Muppet on in his gamer tag. I want him to change it to an XRL Muppet. That'd be so funny. Or Ryan Muppet Hurricane. I don't know if he's allowed to. It'd be too long.
Yeah, I think the max is 20 characters now.
I think it's less than that now, to be fair.
17, 15 maybe. I can't remember.
It gives you numbers after your name now, doesn't it? So you can have multiple people with the same gamer tag now. So Liam's done.
Well, my gamer tag's 11 characters, so.
Yeah, my old one was like 18, 17. So Shakira can go start singing in the pit lane. He is done in qualifying. He can get the watch Q3. We can complain to PK, shall we? Right. Chicane then for CMP. 2/10 up. I think CMP and, like I said, Prudish, CMP, Shikari, Max and Moist are all just unlucky with obviously the time they come out of the pits. I mean, Shakira was, well, yeah, they invalidated their first run, didn't they, so. CMP then lost on the third in the sector and he lost about 9/10, he was 2/10 up. Prudish done as well. Prudish was best he's going to qualify as 11th. It's all down to what Moist is going to do on the final 2 corners. How good is Moist in the wet? Not very by looking at things. On 14th. And he's got one more run and is on a lap now, so no pressure, but it's literally the only car on track. It's actually on a lap, I think. CMP might be on one as well, actually. Who else done though? Ryan is the fast lap in quali, but he's set it on softs, winning 22 flat.
EMP is up 2 point. It's down 2.9, so I think he's aborted.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's done. So CMP is out of quali as well. So Prudish, CMP, Shakira,
Moist up
and
8/10.
Air Max are out of qualifying. I think Moist is out of quali as well. It's just down to where he qualifies to. He's going to want to try and out qualify, at least try and Prudish or CMP or Shakira. CMP has spun us downhill right hander. Down here somewhere. I bet his back end slipped out on him.
If Moist can find about a 10th in sector 3, he could knock hits the spots out.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm surprised.
Yeah, he's up 1.2 seconds. Yeah, he's going to do it. He's going to get through. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I thought he was on a 24.8.
25.6.
He's on a 27.8. Yeah.
Yeah, 26. Sorry. He needs to find about another second or two off the final few corners. Which you will get another second. So I reckon it's a 24 something. Or what it? Oh no, it's a 26 thing. So it's got a lot slower. The final part of qualifying got really slow. It's in 14th. Alright then. So the top 10's there, but the problem is for Mantic, he has a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking in the pit exit. Because he stopped in the pit exit, which is lucky he didn't get disqualified, but so hopefully he's got to try and qualify as high as he can now. He's 9th in qualifying in a minute, he's going to qualify in 14th. So Prudish in 11th, 12th is CMP, Shakira in 13, 14 is Moist, 15 is Air Max, all out of qualifying 2. And through is Ryan Hurricane, Waddington, Zach, Sasha, Gabo, Arctic, Torpedo, Pelly, and Mantic, and it's a spot all fighting for pole. The only person that can't get pole, well, technically they can, but they can't get it at the same time, is Mantic. You can get point for pole. They'd also take a 5-place grid penalty with it. But I'll tell you now, Mantic, I'll tell you one thing, if he gets pole, he'll be, yeah, I think he'll be the happiest in the world. Oh my god. This looks like X2.
Oh, it is coming down. There are puddles in the pit lane. This could be a full wet session.
Wado, enjoy. If you're running that setup, enjoy. You're gonna love this. Because mine was all over the place in the with the higher rear wing. And I upped it quite a lot. So you are gonna have an absolute blast. So, people fighting for pole in the wet is going to be a flip a coin, because in the dry I would have said Waddington, Zach, Ryan, Pelly, any of them lot sort of thing, or hits the spot. Maybe Sasha as an outsider. I mean, Sasha hasn't raced for a bit, so it's a bit more awkward, but in the wet, I don't know.
This is anybody's pole. This is anybody's pole.
I mean, the race is going to be a bit interesting, because you've got Rabago trying to come through the field. You've got Shredder trying to come through the field. I mean, Shredder's near the top of the championship. We'll do that in a minute as well. Look at the standings. After qualifying 3 is finished, and you'll see what we're on about the standings. Ryan Hurricane's fighting with Shredder, and, well, Zach's up there as well. Well, Wado will be there. Give him a couple more races. He's only been full-time, what, 2 races now, I think? The second race? He won last week, so I think Ryan got second.
Nice to see Waddington back in X1 again.
Yeah, 100%.
He was first X1 champion as well, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
He was season 1 world champion, yeah.
Yeah.
Followed by Mechanical Sack in season 2.
I wonder. I think he did win. I think he beat Irvin, which is a name that people won't know. He hasn't raced for 3 or 4 seasons now. I think he beat him to win it. I'm pretty sure. But I mean, back then
there aren't many left.
Well, no. I mean, I think me and Wado are the only ones left. I think it is only me and Wado left from the very first season when XRL very first started, and this is now, well, 4.5 years ago, nearly. Yeah. I think it is. I think it is just me and Wado left.
Because I joined season 2, which was like right before COVID started. That was the season 2 when XRL Snake had the ultimate bottle job, and he gave away the championship to Remixo.
Oh no, yeah. That was season 3.
Was that 3?
Yeah. Jono was the first X2 champ. Well, back then it'd be X2 champion. Was Jono.
Ah, right. Yeah, because season 3 was the first season of X3.
And Rem was the first X3 champion. Yeah.
And you were the first Dev champion.
Yeah, wow. I don't know if that's a good award or not.
Still a championship.
I don't really class Dev as a championship when people say, "Oh, you won Dev," and they go, "Well, there's like 8 drivers, so it isn't really." Well, like full-time drivers, so. I'll take my 7 race wins though, not in Dev, but in actual league-wise.
Yeah, I'll be able to tout that one day, I guess.
Mantic 129.8. 088, Ryan posted 27.564, Gabo 27.790 P3, because now Arctic's gone onto the pole at the moment, 127.300.
What can Waddington post?
Wallington is about the post. 28.189.
What happened to Gabo?
Don't know, but
Gabo died on track.
yep, he's up here, and I've just seen him. He's there. There he is. Hi, Gabo. I didn't realise this whole taco's over there. Right, Zach, final corner. Well, at least he set a lap then died. Right, Zach, 27.657 P3. And Pelly's posted 29.483. Torpedo at the back, well, Torpedo's on that lap anyway, but he had to back out because of the crash of Gabo, so he's trying to make sure he didn't get in the way of that. So Sasha's not left pit lane yet. Hits the spot and Torpedo both on hot out laps. Torpedo's just behind, hit the spot. He's just down well, much behind.
Zach spun in sector 1.
Is he on another lap, or well, was he on another lap, or was he boxing anyway?
I think he was on a lap. He has half ERS, so he may have been on a lap.
Yeah, you can just go for back laps. I will say something now though. What I noticed when we did the wet qualifying in X2, I was faster by turning the ERS off where he's coming to now. So where Zach is now, I turned the ERS off for all of this part and the chicane, and I found about half a second.
I bet the lack of power gives you that little bit of extra
spin.
traction.
Yeah, less wheel spin, I reckon, yeah.
You don't have to fling up the gears as much.
I'll show you, we're on board with hit spot now. And I literally, like I say, I'll say where I turned it off to. I turned it off just as you're going down to the downhill corner. That's how I managed to do 2 back-to-back laps, because I literally saved enough battery through them 2 corners. Yeah, so you go down to here.
That's a heavy braking zone too, so you're gonna...
I turn it off just down here. And then don't turn it back on until up to the chicane. You don't lose that much. And I turn it on just after this corner. So at the moment, hit spot, Torpedo both on hot laps. Slash just on left pit lane. At the moment, Mantic is looking like he's going to qualify in about 13th place. This hit spot goes to P6, 128.536, P6. Torpedo, final corner. I think he might be in the 29s. Yeah, 29.3, 8.3, P9. Kelly on the lap or not? No, he's 5 seconds down. AlphaTauri of Zach is half a second down as well. Hit spot, are you going for another lap? No, you're 3 seconds down. Arctic, 4 seconds down. Just trying to see if anyone else is going for another lap or not. No. So pretty much no one's actually on laps now. The only car that hasn't set a lap yet is Sasha, which is the one that's going through on the outlap now. Everyone else is on a cooldown lap. In the pits for Zach. Zach's in the pits now. Ryan Hurricanes just left the pit lane for an outlap. Wallington is him and Pelly are the only 2 cars that haven't gone back out on track for a second run or a long run. Right, so Hits the Spot is now just gone for another lap. And so has Arctic.
Torpedo aborted his.
I'm going to go between the 2 in a minute as they go through. Oh, I think he might have lost a little bit of time there. Between the 2 as they go through the first sector to see if they're up on time or down on time. I think Hits the Spot's backed out. Yeah. Oh no, he hasn't. It looked like he backed out then, but he hasn't.
Arctic invalidated.
Alright, so we won't go back then. Yeah, so Hits the Spot's 3 tenths up. I know one thing though. I'm definitely done seeing raindrops on the screen today though. Like now when the race is on, we have no rain, man.
We've had a lot of wet races across all tiers this season, though.
Well, this week as well. I mean, literally 4 of the 5 races have been wet or had rain in. I mean, realistically, last night in the qualifying, didn't we? Yeah, so, and hit spot goes to P5, 128.065. P5.
Ryan Hurricane's up 2/10.
So that's your final corner. And that is a 27.591 P3 for Sasha. What's the McLaren of Mintic doing? He's 1/10 up. He would not jump anyone. He doesn't. He stays in 9th with 128.837. Tari of Zach is on the outlap, so that means Ryan is next guy. He's 2/10 up. He would jump back into pole position for now if he gets the final 2 corners right. It's pretty much all like the final corner exit, really. As I say, he runs no 2C, so it's going to be down the final corner, and he's got it. He does have provisional pole, 117 flat.
By 3/10. Good lap, Ryan.
Arctic was trying to get a bit of a toe there from the Alfa Romeo of, I think that was, hits the spot. He's probably lost more time going behind him in that straight there and then going back on track. Back to the racing line, sorry. He's not going to have any more time to box and put another set in wets on, so it's going to be down to that. And it's a 17.4. He doesn't improve. He stays in T2. It leaves that goes Zach. Zach just spun, and that's his qualifying done. Best he's going to qualify is in 4th. Wallington's on track. Wallington's down in second 2. Mantic final corner. Does he improve? He needs to beat he's 28.8 at the moment. And he does, a 28 flat. That's better. P6. Is Ryan on another lap, or is he... Oh, Ryan's on another lap. He's 1/10 up. Could have been going to the 26s. So this is just proving my point when I say the second lap is normally better. That's why I keep telling people to do 2 runs on the to wets and inters forward. Normally the second one is always faster. And there you go, a 26.744. I don't think that's going to be beaten. Arctic is done. Sasha's on a lap. Where's Waldo? 8th for the moment. Final corner to him. I don't want to say he would be disappointed being 8th. I think he would be a little bit. But that's more like it. 26.847. Misses out on pole by a 10th, but he's up there, Ryan. That's going to be an interesting fight. That's a fight I want to see.
Sasha is up on his time. Oh, Sasha invalidated coming out of the chicane.
I sort of don't want anyone else to improve. I want to see. I don't want to get anyone up 1 and 2, so I want to see that fight. Hits the spot 4th, 127.341. Sasha is 8/10 up. He was 8/10 up.
Yep.
Wow, he would have been pole.
He had a chance. He had a chance. Yep.
He would have been so close to his second up. He was. He would have posted a 26.5. Wow. But he's back in 5. And that is qualifying done, but that was also all on dry setup as well because it's a wet race. Dry race, sorry. So, quality done. Ryan on pole, 26.744, and has the point for pole.
Oh, so
don't make them
be
up
an interesting race.
It will be, because you're going to have obviously them 2 up front fighting, also Shredder trying to come through that field. He's going to try and he's going to need to come through that field fast, but he obviously can't cause anything trying to come through the field. So just got to be careful. There's no point trying to get him through the field and getting like 3 or 4 incidents trying to get through the field, because then you pick up like 20 seconds time penalties and it doesn't matter. Right then, do you want to do the standings for us, or you want me to do it?
I can run through it.
Boy. On pole, Ryan Hurricane, second Waddington, Arctic third, fourth hit spot, Sasha's 5, and then Zach is 6. I can't remember the rest, but we'll go through it in a minute anyway. Mantic has a 5-place grip penalty, so I think he's going to go to 11th, or 12th or 13th, I think. Let's have a look. Well, we'll look in 20 seconds. Now, I'll quickly run through the grid and then you can do the standings. Come on, counter, hurry the up. Come on, thank you. Race director. Let's press it again because it never works. Okay, right, Ryan's on pole, Waddington second, third is Arctic, fourth is Hits a Spot, 5 is Sasha, 6 is Sack, 7 is Gabbo, 8 is Pelly, 9 is Torpedo, 10 is Prudish, CMP and 11, 12 is Shikari. And then you got Mantic with that 5-place grip penalty, goes down to 13th, 14th is Moist, 15th is Airmax, 16th is Aaron, 17th is Windex, 18th is Shredder, and 19th is Arabago. Medium or hard strategy, whichever one you want to start on. Will anyone actually do the softs either? There might be someone that does that.
There were. Was it realistic yesterday that someone did the 2-stop soft medium strategy?
Yeah. Someone did it in AFR as well.
I'll quickly run through the X1 standings for us, please.
Yep. So, top of the table, we have Ryan Hurricane, 96 points. He's looking to improve on his 30-point lead today after pole. Second, we have Pelly on 69 points. Third place, Shredder, 58 points. Waddington, after a late start to the season, already up there, fourth place, 43 points. And we have in fifth, Arctic Prodigy on 33 points. Sixth, Prudish Metal on 30. Seventh is Mantic Meerkat, 25. Eighth is XRL Zach, 25 points. Ninth, XRL Torpedo on 20. And then 10th, we have Exit Spot with 18 points. Just behind him in 11th is Herbago with 16. 1 point behind him in 12th is Lucky Dew with 15 points. 13th is Shakira with 12 points. 14th, Gabo with 8 points. And we have 15th is Jay Bushan on 5. 16th is CMP Official on 4 points. 17th is XRL Moist with 3 points. 18th is Airmax on 2 points. And then at the bottom of the table in 19th and 20th tied on 0 is XRL XIX and Evan Highland.
Yeah, Evan's a new driver. He didn't done one race. And then we have the Constructors' Championship as well. And that leads the championship is Alfa Romeo with 114 points. Second is Ferrari, 12 points behind with 102. And then you got Haas in third with 59. Fourth is Aston Martin with 57, up 3 places from last week. Fifth is McLaren, up 4 places from last week with 41. Sixth is Williams with 35. Seventh is Mercedes, down 3 with 34. Alpine in 8 with down 3 with 34. Ninth is AlphaTauri, down 1 with 27. And Red Bull are at the bottom of the table, 17 points. You'll never see that in real life. Ain't that the truth? I'm there going, this is what his second race of the season. No, it's not. It's his second full-time seat of the race of the season. He's reserved a couple before that, didn't he? I'm there going, well, he's got 46 points. And I'm there going, oh, that's why. Right. I'm not too short time we're going. Probably in a couple of minutes, I would have thought. We go at 4 minutes past, so a couple of minutes, and we will be going off for round number 6 at Imola. I don't know who's going to win this race. I really don't. I think any of the front 6, could probably win this race. I mean, Pelly in 8 is a surprise, him being that far back in qualifying. But we know he can come through the field, so that's not going to be thingy. So it's all going down to
That's
Really
the thing with the
strategy.
quality time. So everybody was on dry setup. So there's certain people were struggling through when in Q3 when it was really wet. But the true pace will be there in the race. So
Yeah, the problem is just and the issue's going to be is some of the ones that would have been slower in dry qualifying are going to be in front of some of the ones with fat that would have been higher up if it was dry. So they're going to have to be a little bit more careful. That's what worries me really is always at the start of the races when people like behind slower people. We'll see. It's also going to be down to how far Shredder can get out of the table before if he doesn't get any instants or anything, trying to come through it, because obviously he's not going to want Ryan to get too many more points in front of him in the championship, so he's going to need to try and come through the field and get as many points as possible. I think the podium might be out of reach, maybe, but I mean, safety cars, anything could change that. Just need to be in the right place at the right time, though, to take advantage of it.
Well, we all know X1 can be very unpredictable. We remember how last week went.
Yeah, but at least this time, Gabby's only got 7 cars he can hit, not 10. That's the problem, though. It only takes one incident at the start of a race to make it all a bit feisty. Alright then, it is 4 minutes past. And then we get to see what tyres people are actually on properly. Right, so Ryan's on pole, second is Waddington, third is Arctic, 4 is His Sport, 5 is Sasha, 6 is Zach, 7 is Gabbo, 8 is Pelly, 9 is Torpedo, 10 is Prudish. Actually, it's a really good qualifying for Torpedo, actually, top 10. CMP in 11, 12 is Shakiri, 13 is Mantic, 14 is Moise, 15 is Air Max, 16 is Aaron, Windex in 17, and then Shredder and Harbago in 18, 19 both had qualifying bans. So, let's have a look then, what tyres people are on. I got a funny feeling you're going to see a mix of, obviously, medium and hard, but I would have thought you'd see more hard runners at the start. I've got to find out. There's about 14 to 18 for the mediums to box early. I'll be amazed if you don't see more hards here. Oh, it's a mix, actually. Ryan's on mediums in P1. That is to say, mediums to hard start is about 4/10 slower, so he's going to need to get away fast, because those mediums will only last about 3 or 4 laps before they start to be, well, quite a bit slower than those hards. Waddington in second, third Arctic, 4 is Spot, 5 is Sasha, 6 is Zach, all on hards. Gabbo and 7's on mediums, Pearly's on hards.
And that's Moist disqualified from the formation.
On by himself
the
as well.
Contact
So
vector?
I don't know. Then you got Torpedo on mediums in 9, 10 is Prudish on the hard, so is CMP in 11, 12 in 13, and 14 and 15, which is Shakiri, Mantic, Moist, and Air Max all on mediums. Air Max is 16 on hards, 17 is Windex on the mediums, and then Shredder on the hards, and 18 and 19 is Herbago on the mediums. 100%. That is, for Shredder, that's the right call. Being right at the back of the field on the hard tyres, 100%. He may even, if it needs to do it, he might even be able to take those hards to the softs. We were looking at that on in Dev and Realistic the other day, and it is possible. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You do have to look after those hards pretty much the first 60% of the stint, though.
Yeah.
But
that's the problem, though. I mean, for the medium runners, any safety car around about lap 10 to 12, they're laughing. But and then if a safety car comes out lap 20, they're in trouble. Or lap 18 to 20, they're in trouble. So AlphaTauri's having fun back there. I think that's Zach.
Yeah, doing donuts, is he? Getting those tires good and warm.
I'm not a great fan of that view, though, from the broadcast for P1. What is that?
I don't like that.
We're going to have to ride on board, I think, with Ryan for a bit. Let's start to see what's going on here. There's the grid. And there's the lights top right. You can't quite actually see them, but yeah. 5 lights. Round number 6, Imola. For X1 is underway. They were long lights. Who picked them lights? Wallington's had a good start, so is Ryan, so is Gabo, so has Torpedo. Whoa, there's something going on at the back. There's a yellow flag, and it looks like Moist is not here. Big crash. Big crash.
Several cars involved.
Just takes one car at the back to cause that, and that has put Shredder all the way up to 8th position. 5 place grid penalty for Torpedo for collision with Shredder.
That's Young disqualified. He never got going.
No, he was obviously not here. That's why he got disqualified in the formation lap then. I don't know what's happened there, but I don't know who's got damage. I'm trying to see if anyone's got damage. I don't know if someone's just dropped it and that was it. It's more likely what's happened is someone's dropped it and then that's just caused a chain reaction through the field. Embargo, I don't know if we've got any damage, I can't see. I'm trying to see if anyone's got damage. Anyone's got damage? Doesn't look like anyone's got damage.
It does not. It doesn't. Oh.
I mean, Zach looks like he's the one that's paid the biggest prize. Let's have a look. Oh, wrong one. That one, yeah, it's Zach. Zach, Pelly. Something might happen between Zach and Pelly then to start it all off. I'm not too sure. But Shredder has benefited massively. He's up 10 places. That is exactly what Shredder needed. He needed something to happen at the start to help him through the field, and it has got it. Whether anyone was involved with it, I don't know. But we know there's been a collision between him and Torpedo. But that is all we know. Right, so Ryan leads at second, Wallington third, hits a spot, has jumped Arctic, and CMP, actually CMP's had a cracking start as well, 5th. Gabo up past Shikari, or Shakira, as people like to call him, and her. We're doing here or her? But yeah, it's Shakiri, but we always muck around calling him Shakira. Sasha is in 7th position, Mantic past Shredder, Mantic up to P8, Shredder going to try and come back at him though.
There were 9 warnings handed out for that turn 1 incident.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling what's happened is either someone's tapped the back end of somebody, spun them, or someone else has like gone on the curb and spun, and then the chain reaction through the field. But no one got damage from what we've seen. So it can't have been a lot, and if that's the case, then it's just unfortunate for them. I mean, to be fair, because in that big crash, there's 20 seconds separating the field. Oh, Sasha and Air Max. Sasha's off the track, and Air Max up to P6. Ryan's fast lap of the race, 19 something, 19. I don't know. It'll be beaten anyway. It won't be good. That won't be the end of the race. Shredder's in the pits. Shredder is in the pits. So he must have got damage at turn 1. So there you go. Someone did get damage at turn 1. Shredder did. Pelly on the outside of Zach for turn 1. Oh, Jesus Christ. Every time I go on the outside of turn 1, I don't want to do it because literally you're going to get... Someone is going to do something. Pelly, Gabo and Windex. Gabo holds on to it. Windex stays in 11. Jesus. That was awfully close. I went on board with Windex and all I seen was this Alpine flying the inside. I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, Shredder did have a wing change on that pit stop, so he did have damage. Unlucky.
So
he jumped up pretty well there
on
the start.
If he was the reason why the spin happened, then if he's the only one with damage, normally means that's the car that hit someone. If you get what I mean. So I wonder if that was what's happened at the start. We won't know for sure. Torpedo on back of Prudish. Rubago's still there. Pelly's still there as well. There's a big little train. That makes a lot of sense. There's a train at the back here, and there's a move on the inside for the Red Bull. Oh, bit of contact. Torpedo's trying to get past Rubago on the inside, and they both got DRS, so who's got lower wings? I can just see this being smash at turn 1. Bit of contact, turn 1. Yeah. Slash has also got past hits the spot. He's got to leave racing room. And that's just cost Torpedo a position. Rubago is squeezing a little bit too much there in my opinion. And Torpedo has lost position because of that. Embargo's dropped it. Aussie then. Oh no, he has dropped it. Well, that's one way of giving Torpedo the position back. Oh, Gabo misses breaking point. Nearly went in the back of Aaron. Managed to avoid him and just cut the corner. Sigirian and Windex is in the fight as well with Gabo. That's a fight for 10th and 11th and 12th. Other fight on track is Arctic is also on the back of hits a spot. That's actually getting close as well. It's 3/10 now, but no overtake yet. Shikari's on the back of Windex. Is he going to make a move or not? Not close enough. Lions built a 2-second lead on Waddington. Buddy is on the medium tyres. His spot's 2 seconds behind that, and then you've got half a second behind him is Arctic. 6 seconds behind that is CMP. Someone's dropped it, and that is Rabago. You might need to get ready to do something in a minute. After last week, we'll see though. Hopefully he doesn't. Need to do it, but they've got to say if they seem to like get behind and they just retire in the pit, then they get a qualifying ban. It's like what? I mean, last week there's so many safety cars. Well, a couple of safety cars that people can get straight back in it. So where the hell is he going? Sasha, the track is over there. If you keep doing that, mate, you're going to get a penalty from the stewards. That's the only problem with some of these exits, some of these corners. You stay out off track, they don't give you a penalty, but the stewards will. If you continuously do it. Slash is now on the back of CMP 3/10. Sakari has got past Windex up to P11. And Sasha nearly dropped it. Sasha's in the gravel, but he has managed to save. No, he hasn't. Whee! Whoa, what a save. Get going.
Whoa.
That was awesome. Sasha did really well actually there as well to get out of the way of people as well, so fair play Sasha, well done. That was awesome,
Yep.
I enjoyed that. I was on board for that was awesome.
That could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, it could have been. Sasha did really well. Once he spun it and went back onto the racing line, he just slammed the accelerator on to pull that to the left. And everyone managed to miss him. I mean, I think Gabos and Shikari and Windex, you might want to say a thank you very much to Sasha there, because he could have quite easily took all of you with him. Sasha's a 3-second now. Sasha's just a show on his own, I tell you. It's a 3-second penalty as well. Mantic's past Air Max, we just missed that. Oh no, they're still fighting side by side. Air Max on the outside though, Air Max has got him. And Air Max moves up to P6, Mantic down to 7th. But who has the DRS? I think Air Max does, because he had the... no, Mantic does. I can't strip back at him. He's going to try to anyway, I don't think he's close enough though. No, he's not. It's a spot though, it is now on the back of Wallington as well. This is for 2 and 3. Gabo's past Aaron. And Aaron's tapped his rear end a little bit. Oh my god, I'd love my go-to idea. Hey, hi. Gabo holds on to it. He needs to go on the inside, this is the inside move now, but it doesn't make the move. And stays in 9th position. 8th is what Gabo's trying to... Well, Gabo actually went wide there to give him room, and he didn't go for it in the end. I believe there's no tick at the back, further back as well, but I can't remember who it was. Trying to keep hold of it. See, this is the other fight as well. Sasha and Pelly. Someone... Oh, Gabo's... Oh no, Habarga's got the hairpin. You can't make the move there. You ain't gonna make the corner. Well, you ain't gonna both make the chicane side by side. Gabo 3-second time penalty. Sasha trying to get past Pelly, and Sasha does get past Pelly up to P12. But the problem is he's given DRS straight back to thingy. Where his spot takes the second place. Waddington's down the second, third. I'm trying to catch it all, but it's hard to catch it all. British 3-second time penalty. Anything else going on? We've got loads going on. Sakari's on the back of Aaron, side by side for turn 1.
Run the outside.
Sakari's got him. And up to P number 3. Aaron's hit him. Be careful. You've got to be so careful in the exit end corners. Mantic's got back past Air Max. Jesus Christ, Air Max in the door. It's deep now. It's going to be under pressure from Gabo. Gabo's under pressure on him now. Jesus Christ. There's action everywhere. Waddington's going to come straight back. Hits the spot in a second as well. At the moment, it's a 1-2 Alfa Romeo, but the Alfa Romeo that is the spot has got Wallington and Arctic behind him. So here's the spot. Could help Ryan Hurricane massively right now, as if he could just defend for his life without obviously doing anything crazy. He could help Ryan get a bigger lead than what he's got. But at the moment, I don't think that 4-second gap is big enough for those mediums over hards. I think he's only about 7 or 8 seconds. Here comes Wallington, here comes Arctic. Are they close enough? No, I don't think so. Gabo is though. Gabo and Max, who's got it? Gabo looks like he's got it. They've got DRS. Who's got ERS? Gabo holds on to it, and Max stays in. There's a fight behind as well. Shikari's cut the corner. Contact. And Aaron is around. Has he got damage? I can't see. It looks more likely, surely he has. Because he was smashed that side pod. Hey, what? It doesn't show he's got damage, but surely he does.
Huh.
Surely he has damage. Yeah, what happened was Shikari jumped over the curve on the inside for him wide, didn't it? Straight into Aaron. Oh, spin. MX caught the inside curve too much at the hairpin. Got to be careful. Keep reversing a little bit and going forward so he don't get disqualified. There you go. And he's back underway.
I don't know what to follow here. There's just so much going on the track at once
literally
right
like
now.
7 fights on track. There's a big fight up front. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. They've got DRS, but they're not close enough this time. No. Then you've got the other fight on track, which is for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Between CMP, Mantic and Gabo. Also got the other fight of Windex, Pelly, Prudish, and Zach are in that fight. And then behind that you've got Shredder and Rabago fighting for 17th and 18th. Rabago, 3-second time penalty. Torpedo in the pit lane. Did he get involved in that crash with Shikari?
LA gets Windex into turn 1.
Yep, just on board with that now. I wonder if did Torpedo get damage? Max is in the pits as well, but did Torpedo get damage? Can you just check and see if we've got wing? Needs wing.
They did not replace a wing.
Early pit stop
served
then.
And he served his 5-second penalty as well.
He might be able to get that removed if it was unfairly given, as long as there's no late safety car in this race. If there's a safety car with 25 laps to, well, that's 25% of the race to go, he won't be able to get it removed, but he might be able to if there isn't.
Yeah, we'll have to see the what happened there in that turn 1 incident.
Whoa! Very good. You're not going to get past that guy. Not too sure what was. Oh, Waddington on hits the spot. Not close enough again. Both got no ERS. Arctic got no ERS. The front, well, 2, 3, 4 have got no ERS to do anything. Gabo attacking Mantic. Both got no ERS. They're both flashing, and they've both got no ERS. This is the problem. They're not. None of them are actually Prudish, Windex. Prudish should have that really. If I was Windex, I'd back out of that. Because that's why, and now you've dropped another position because of it. Zach's at the P out 12. Yeah, you've got it. It's Shikari and Pelly, the medium runners at the start of playing the price now. The hard runners are certainly a lot faster now. Mantic and Gabo. Gabo moves up to start 6th. 7th is Mantic. Yeah, the problem is at turn 1, if you're on the outside, you have to be fully gone, like 3/4 of the way through, like clear. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to turn and make the next corner because the car in front is obviously not going to give you that room. Rabago's just got past Shredder as well. That's the 15th and 16th. You can see a fight in front. We've also got the fight at the front as well. Waddington on the outside.
Waddle got him here.
Ooh. It's a sport, didn't need quite enough room, and Arctic is through now as well. What was I saying about not having it fully fully clear? It's hard to get the car to go through with the people because they don't leave a space there. Wellington did well there to make sure he didn't affect Arctic or hits a spot. On the back of Shikari, on the back of Prudish. Gabo's also on the back of CMP still as well, that's 2/10. Medium runners will be starting to box soon. Shredder's pass for Bargo again on the DRS straight. And Zach in 12th position got nearly fully, well, 86% ERS. I mean, his race will come to him, he's just going to be patient. He's in the 12th position at the moment, yes, but he's on hards. He will get through these group of cars on the pit stops probably. It's just Sasha with a 3-second time penalty. I think that's... Oh, that's a corner cut, surely. Referee. Gabo with CMP. I mean, Gabo could think about it well. I'd say he's going to start thinking about pit stops soon, because otherwise the medium runners are going to start undercutting each other. Windex 3-second time penalty. Gabo's trying to have a look on the Red Bull. Another one that's trying it on the outside. This is what we're saying. Oh, they're actually going to make it. He's made it and he's held it. And fair play to CMP as well. Both gave room. CMP going straight back at him. Oh, well, there's plenty of contact now. And that's going to collision. Sasha and Prudish both up into P8 and 9. Oh, CMP, has he just spun again? Oh no, he's just letting people pass. Did you see that one or not? Fair for you there. I don't know if you've seen that one or not.
Sorry, wife pulled me aside real quick.
Right. Whoa, bye. Sasha just drops it on the grass, so you cut a little bit of grass and away he went. And he's going to drop away down to probably 13th position, and he does. No.
Whoa!
Safety car. What's going on? Who's just spun? Is that Shakiri? It is, isn't it? Who's just spun? No, it wasn't Shakiri. Who was it? Was it Sasha?
Yeah. Sasha went around again.
Pelly on Mantic, Pelly up to P6. This is a comeback from Pelly. Pelly all the way back up to 6. He went to the back of the field after the crash at the start. And he is now... Whoa! What's this? How many times are we seeing people go for a... Can you clip that, please? This is what I'm saying about people having poor races, especially the reserve drivers. They just seem to quit out when they on a poor race, and then you're going to get qualifying ban for it. Right, CMP. Windex let him pass. CMP. Windex is a reserve driver. He's free. He's a full-time X2 driver.
And I think Sasha's car came back out on track as well.
Yep, it is. It's going to come out and right in front of her, Ryan Hurricane. We're gonna. Oh no, Ryan's boxed, so Ryan won't actually have that problem. So it will disappear by the time hits a spot, gets down there. Hopefully. As a car behind and hits the spot will take the race lead, but it'll be on the left hand side. It should be off track, and it is.
Yep.
Thank God for that, because it nearly took out somebody in X2 earlier. Pelly 3-second time penalty. Where did he get to? Oh, he got it on the final corner. Where's Ryan going to come out to? He doesn't want to be behind this Pelly train. He really doesn't. I don't think he's going to be, because this train here between Pelly, Mantic and Prudish and Zach.
No, yeah, he's good.
Zach goes up to P8, Prudish down to 9. Torpedo 3-second time penalty, and now this fight here is all about how long they can go now. But yeah, a lot of the instance of turn 1 are pretty much people on the outside trying to go for moves. But when they can't quite get the car to turn in, because obviously the car in front's obviously going to go defensive on it. I mean, the one with Prudish and that, I think, a bit unlucky with, not Prudish, with Waddington and Hits the Spot, because we know Hits the Spot and Waddo's both pretty clean drivers. Well, very clean drivers, I should say. And it's just
Torpedo spun.
Torpedo's just
Victor won.
spun on cold tyres. Actually, he's not on cold tyres. It's on lap old. Right, Gabbo in the pit lane. Just seen, there he is. There's Gabbo in the pit lane for Gabs. And Mantic also in the pit lane as well. So Wallington, is he close enough to make a move now? He's 4 tenths behind.
Windex is in the pits as well. So looks like it for the medium runners now.
Yeah.
Bargo's the last of the medium runners left.
Shredder gone to mediums though, so
He can't get to the end. Oh, actually, yeah, yes he can, just. They're pushing it though. The thing is though, the hards are actually the faster tyre. Realistically, the hards are the faster tyre. So it's now down to whether Ryan holds on to it now. Man, that is not Air Max, that is Zach that's just spun. He's back underway but drops position to Aaron. Down to 8th now. Well, considering Aaron got a thing at the start, he's back up there now, but obviously he hasn't boxed yet. The top 9 have yet to box. Actually no, sorry. Well, top 9 I shouldn't say, but yeah. Ryan's the only one in the top 9 that's not that has boxed, everyone else hasn't boxed. Shredder pass for Bargo, they're in a great battle, them two. These two here. And good little scrap. Wallington is still on the back of them, hits the spot.
I don't know if this is really the race that Shredder wanted, though. It's going to give Ryan a chance to pull away some points.
Big points as well, because at the moment he's looking at the race win and the podium and the fast lap. He's looking at the Grand Slam.
Yep.
He wouldn't have led every race. That's the only thing he pretty much won't have is leading every single race. Every single lap, sorry. Because obviously his teammates led the last 2 laps, so... Will either one of these box earlier than what they're supposed to undercut? I mean, Waddo's got the biggest opportunity to undercut, hits the spot and get past him to get back into P2 in the race overall. Does hits the spot cover him? No, and neither one of them boxing. I'm surprised that none of them have undercut, and there we go then, Arctic has boxed. He was 1.8 behind when he boxed. Closest fight now on track is the fight for 15th and 16th, and that is about second now. Shredder is putting the metal down, and he is now pulling away on those medium compound tyres. Mantic on the back of Shikari, that is the other fight on track.
Waddington's starting to put the pressure on his spot now.
Yeah. Oh, someone spun. Torpedo's in the wall, and he's backwards, and he's stuck in the wall. Safety car's out. Safety car's out. He's stuck in the wall. He couldn't get off the wall, and they've brought the safety car out because of it. Safety car deployed, and that has hurt Ryan Hurricane massively. Exit the bot will have the race lead now, and Wallington will be second. Ryan will be third. This has helped people like Pelly, Aaron, and to say it's going to help Arctic as well. It's going to help Zach, CMP. He's going to lose a little bit of time as well. He's only going to drop probably a couple of races though.
This is almost the same exact situation that happened to Red Bull in real life F1. The one car pits, safety car comes out shortly thereafter while the other car is leaving the race. Yeah.
This is probably the only thing the Alfa Romeos didn't want. This is handed as a spot the race lead, the race lead of the race, and has helped Waddington pass Ryan Hurricane. So Ryan Hurricane will drop probably 2 places. We'll see though. It's going to be close. There he is. Is he going to go back into the race lead, or is he actually going to lose it? He's going to get it. He's going to get it. So he's not going to lose it. So it is going to be back to as we were. Just.
Oof. Lucky dog, Ryan.
Extremely. 4 seconds. Probably if that happened a lap after Ryan boxed, it would have hurt him more. The problem is for Ryan, he did have a 4-second lead. I mean, an 8-second lead. He's now got no second lead, and he's up against brand new medium runners that can 4-lap old hards. And we'll give you the position people are in once people have finished boxing, because at the moment people are still coming out of the pit lane. And I think we are done. There you go. Just waiting for CMP to come out, but CMP is fine. It helps, also helps. I think everyone is... No one's a lap down, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. Because actually, Torpedo is. Rabargo's not. Torpedo is the only car that's not in that group. He's the one that got stuck in the wall that brought the safety car out. So he is a lap down. He's the only car to be a lap down. I don't know. Well, he might be able to try and unlap himself, but he's got to be careful. I'm going to do it. I'm pretty much going to need other people to get out of his way to do it. Right then, so it is a 1-2 for Alfa Romeos. Ryan Hurricane leads at his spot second, third is Wallington, 4 is Arctic, 5 is Gavo, 6 is Pelly, 7 is Shikari. After all that, Shikari and Aaron are now back in 7 and 8 after that collision. Prudish is 9, Sack is 10, CMP on 11, Shredder in 12 now, Mansik in 13th, 14th is Windex, 15 is Air Max, 16 is Rabargo, and then the only car that is a lap down is Torpedo. Positions gained. Yep.
I think Shredder gained the most off of the safety car, I think.
Him and Shikari.
Yeah, that's definitely put Shredder back. Now, points are now on the table for him today, so...
Yeah, the problem they're going to have is literally going to be, obviously, the newer tyres around them. There's the time penalties. Gavo's got 3, Pelly's got 3, Prudish, Zach, and CMP all got 3 seconds, and then Windex got 6, and Rabargo and Torpedo both got 3 seconds, but I think really Torpedo's race, unless he can unlap himself, will be run. He's just going to have to try and hope for another safety car later on the race to get back on the back of the field and unlap himself, then get back on the back of the field. Because if there's a safety car with like 7 laps to go, everyone's going to box, and if he can stay within the group, he'll be able to unlap himself, maybe. But safety car should be in next lap, so pretty much Torpedo needs to unlap himself now, otherwise he won't be able to. I don't know if he's actually trying to unlap himself. No, it's not. What's he between? A Haas? Is he between Shikari and thingy then, is he? Yeah, it's between Shikari and Aaron. What's Rabargo and Air Max doing? Safety car be next lap, and I'm getting a sound glitch. We should have about 11 laps to go when the safety car comes in. And the people will be under pressure will be the likes of Ryan Hurricane, Gabo, and Shikari will be the ones that be the biggest ones under pressure. Shredder also on those 6-lap old tyres. Torpedo has boxed for softs, 11 laps on those softs. Ooh, that's going to be painful.
His tires are going to be looking like your wets at the end of X2.
Problem is not. I don't think he's got any more tyres left. That's the issue. And I reckon my wets at the end of X2, mate, were white. They're down to the core of the tyre. Right, safety car will be in this lap. It should be, and it will be announced probably a little bit later than that, just before they go into the first sector. It should be. It's probably going to be announced just after the chicane. So I keep seeing Max and Rabargo swapping places. I don't know what's going on there. It's like the 3rd or 4th time they've done it. Right then, safety car should be announced. There you go.
Yep.
Just as going for the chicane. And Hurricane will lead the restart. He's going to have to be careful as well, because it's a spot, obviously, he's going to want to try and... Well, I don't know if he's going to want to try and pass him, but he's going to have to want to stay within his teammate. Problem is, he's on a faster compound tyre, so it's going to be interesting now. And he's gone. And he's caught his spot a little bit. Not a lot, but he's caught by 6/10. Wallington's on the back of hits a spot. There they are. Also, Aaron's had a good restart against Shikari. Probably not making a move yet. No, he's backed out of it. Oh, we've done it quite a bit actually. British is also there, 3/10 behind that as well. Aaron's now 2/10 down. So Gabo's also 2/10 off of the back of Arctic as well. And Bargo's on the back of Windex, that is for 14 and 15. That is a leader, Air Max 3-second time penalty, and there is the 1 and 2 for Alfa Romeo. This is going to massively help them in the Constructors' Championship if they can bring home a 1 and 2. Wellington in third is also trying to stay with them as well.
Shakira's struggling on those hards.
Yeah, they're 9 laps old. That's why I say a lot of people start on them, because literally they're the best tyre to start on. Up against a brand new set of mediums is going to be a problem. Rabago up to P14. 15 is now Windex. Wallington fast lap 18, 6, 7, 4 fastest lap. Aaron have a look as well. He's not close enough, I don't think, at the moment. Without DRS, it's hard to do it because you're both using DRS. And there you go. Shikari holds on to it. Whoa! There goes Pelly, and there goes Shikari, and there goes a DNF. Oh, it's not a DNF. Wow. And Aaron is going to get a penalty for that. CMP's been caught up in it as well by look on things. CMP's got no front wing, and that is another full safety car. What do you do now? What does Alfa Romeo's do?
There'll probably be about, what, 7 to go when we go green?
Yeah, it's going to be something like 7 laps to go. So it is a soft window. It's just, what do you do at Alfa Romeo? When are you going to get done? Well, say if Ryan Box just hits spot, it's going to either double stack or he's going to have to stay out, or what? They're staying out. Only one going to block. Surely someone at the back's going to take a risk. Surely. Yes, someone is. And it is Aaron with a broken front wing. I mean, I'm absolutely amazed. So is Air Max. Air Max has actually got no damage either, I don't think. I'm amazed, like say, Shikari's actually still alive. And Aaron, to be fair, as well, because literally they both went in the pits super hard. No damage for Air Max. He's just going for new tyres. New front wing for Shikari. Can't see what the hell's going on with Pelly's car. What is that view? They've all gone to soft tyres. CMP also in, and so is Shikari. So Shikari, CMP, and Aaron all had major wing damage. I don't know about Pelly, and Air Max didn't have damage, and that's why he's jumped above all of them, up to P12. They've got a shout now for a top 10 finish. Windex in front's got a penalty of 6 seconds. Rabago has also got a penalty as well, and the penalty for him is a 3 seconds. Aaron is the only car without a time penalty on race, but we know one is definitely coming his way for the incident that involved him and Shikari all going in the wall and CMP getting caught up in it. Aaron, 3 second time penalty. So there's going to be quite a few things that are going to happen at the back now. Torpedo 3-second time penalty. Because now you're going to have a lot of soft runners behind, like Windex, Obargo, Mantic and all that, so it's going to be interesting. Right, safety car should be coming in this lap, and it'll leave us with 7 laps to go. Shredder and Zach, what's going on here? I need to click that, make sure there wasn't anybody given positions that aren't teammate. Well, especially on the safety car, you cannot overtake on the safety car, whether they go off track or not, especially this. So we'll want to see something. Let's Shredder in front. Right, we're back on the way. One has a good restart. Wellington is also there as well. Wellington, I mean, look on hits the spot. Is he close enough? No, he's not. Hit spot's got a 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt him massively. Wellington doesn't need to pass him now, nor does Arctic. Gabo's also on the back of Arctic as well. You've also got now Mantic, Rabago. The soft runners behind them are not actually pulling yet. There's a soft runner there. They're stuck in traffic right now. That's got past Shredder back up into position. Back where they were under safety car. Ooh, Shredder's gone deep. That's caught. That's compromised. Rabago, Mantic is compromised there, and Rabago moves up into 9th position because of that. Rabago having a look. Also, where Max has got past Windex on those softs against mediums, they're fighting behind, and that looks like. Oh, and there is a Ferrari gone. Pelly's gone. I don't know if there's any contact, but Pelly has been spun, or CMP's also passed Aaron. Whoa! Wow. Whoa! Say this, McLaren's fighting each other massively. That was crazy. That's just put them super under pressure from Windex. I'm not too sure what they're trying to fight, but Windex is under pressure now. He's made a mistake, and that's put him under pressure from AlphaTauri. Oh, there, Max. Now Max on the inside. And Max has got more straight line speed and more power because of soft tyres, and he's up into P11. Windex is in serious trouble right now on those medium tyres against the soft runners. Whoa, hello. And he hit him. Oh, he's laid it. Oh, and the Red Bulls hit him. CMP's hit his teammate. There's the. And that's the Aston Martin. They spun.
Oh, obviously on Red Bull, I think.
Not too sure. Looks like the Haas has got wing damage of Aaron. Oh, and he's just been tagged. Sakari's just tagged down. Oh, well, that's like revenge, I suppose. They both tagged each other now, so they both get penalties. And that's Pelly back up to 14th. So after all that, Pelly's back up to 14th.
That's a 3-second time penalty for
Wow,
Watto.
that was harsh. Jesus Christ. That is crazy harsh, and now he's going to be down to 4th because at the moment Arctic will jump both of those. Arctic could get his best finish I think he's actually had in XRL at the moment. He's under pressure though from Pelly. Pelly's still there. Gabbo's still there. Sorry, on those hard compound tyres. 12 laps old. Windex has been passed, and Aaron. Oh no, it's not. It is an AlphaTauri, and I wonder if that's Sakari. It is Sakari. It's gone out of the chicane. And down to 14th position. Safety car's not out, and there's Rabago on Shredder. They've been fighting the entire race, and up to Rabago's back up to 8th. Shredder is down to 9. Mantic is also there. Also is there Max. And I still got a shout for a top 10 finish. Gabbo! But he's got time penalties though. Arctic doesn't have to beat them, he just needs to stay with them. The problem is he's now 2.6 off them. Shredder's back up to 8th, Rabago's down to 9th. They're still fighting, Shikari in the pit lane. Here comes Rabago. Not going to make a move this time, he's going to stay, and he's tagged him. And Rabago has spun himself, and Rabago's in the wall with a broken wing. There's a lot of people running in the back of people. That's the second or third time we've seen it now. CMP back up to 10th, and a safety car's out again. Safety car will be out for 1 lap. It's going to be out for 1 lap. Literally, it's going to be in next lap. There's absolutely no point in boxing. The only person or people that they've got the option to box is probably Windex and Aaron. And they might catch up in time. There's got to leave 2 full laps from the end. It's got to be in at the end of lap 30. It's got to leave 31, 32. This is seriously hurt. Hits the spot, Waddington and Gabbo with Arctic. Big time.
Yep.
Mantic's looking at a really good result right now. He's looking at least 6th position. And so Windex is in. Sakari has got a 3-second time penalty. Aaron's in as well. Well, we were on about it earlier, saying like X2 because it was wet, it would probably be a lot cleaner than less incidents and not much stuff going on. We had a couple of incidents in there, but nothing major. Well, I think dry X1's made up for it, because I think there's a few coming in here. At least I think I've seen about 6 or 7. Pretty much just people going in the back of people. That's literally all it is. People just not judging the braking. That's all it is. Safety car will be coming in, it should be saying it now. I'm surprised I haven't said it now. No? There you go. It's got to come in now. Had no choice.
2-lap shootout.
It won't get messy at all, will it, with the 2 laps to go?
Nah, nobody's going to get aggressive here. They'll just stay in line and finish it out.
Yeah. Ryan leads the safety car, restart 15 odd hards, and then you got his spot, Waddington all behind him, and Gavo with all time penalties out, and then Prodigy just behind is looking at a 3rd place finish right now. What's happened to Gavo?
What?
Did he just glitch?
He did. I think he did. He dropped 2 positions.
Yeah, Prudis let him back past, and now Prudis is coming straight back at him. That's the problem, I don't... Oh, contact again. AlphaTauri, Zach I think went in the back of Gabo. Gabo's back up and running, Zach's back up and running as well. There's been a collision at the back, Pelly's been involved,
Pelly
Rabargo's been
spun
involved.
again. Yeah.
No, Rabargo.
Oh! That's a Red Bull right into the McLaren. Windex went right into the McLaren.
And they've all got there's something going on here. Paul Waddington and hits the spot, side by side. Oh my god.
I've clipped that. That was...
Oh, bit of contact. There's not much they can do about that. There's always going to be a bit of contact there. Waddington up to P2. Hits the spot down to third. To be fair, mate, I think going through those two corners side by side, that little bit of contact is fair play. And I think there's always going to be contact on the exit that downhill right-hander, too wide. Jesus Christ. So we already know with the time penalties and everything, Ryan Hurricane's probably won this race comfortably without penalties that people have got around him. Wellington is trying to make sure he gets at least a podium here. This spot's going to try and come at him. Side by side again. Whoa! Jesus. This spot's hold on to it, but the problem is now he's under pressure from Arctic. There's been a collision at the back as well. Another crash. Zach's gone. At the back. I don't know what happened now. We're on the board with P1 and 2. Well, 2 and 3, sorry. Jesus. Turn 1 is causing a lot of problems.
There's Shikari around again.
Yes. I'm trying to keep an eye on all of it, but it's hard to do it. There's Ryan Hurricane at the moment, home and clear, 3 seconds clear, and with a 3-second time penalties to the cars behind, has got the guaranteed win. As long as he brings it home, he's just got to basically bring it home. Did Waddington just give? Oh, bit of contact behind. I think Waddington's given the place to hits the spot. I think he thinks he's at fault for that collision. I don't know. But Ryan Hurricane will win round number 6 at Imola. Second will be Prodigy. Third will be Hits the Spot. 4 will be Waddington. 5 will be Prudish, I believe. Just Mantic will bring home in 6. 7 is Shredder. 8 is Air Max. CMP in 9. Great result with CMP as well. Oh, there's been a crash at the back. Rabargo and Aaron. And DNF as well. Pelly in 11. 12 is Zach. 3rd is Windex. 14 is Gabo. That sucks for Gabo. He's been at the front near the whole race and now finished home in 14th. And 15th is going to be Rabargo with 18 seconds of time penalties. I got a funny feeling there's something happened at the back there. Torpedo in 16 and DNS for Aaron. Sasha and Moist. Well, I don't know what happened to Moist. He wasn't here. he wasn't here for formation lap and then it's DSQ from the start, so... Well, that's class 5 results then. Ryan Hurricane wins it. Arctic in 2nd, hits a spot in 3rd. Great results for Ryan Hurricane and Arctic, definitely, with no time penalties as well. I think Waddington gave hits a spot that position in 3rd. 4th is also Waddington. 5 is Prudish. 6 is Mantic. Great result for Mantic as well as Prudish. Shredder brings home in 7th from 18th, so fair play. Max in 8, 9 is CMP, great result for him. Shikari 10th, after all that he still gets in 10th position. And the fast lap inside the top 10 is an 18.340, so Ryan Hurricane gets the fast lap inside the top 10. Paddy will get the fast lap outside the top 10, but it is also the fast lap of the race with a waiting 1.79 in 11th. 12 is Zach, Windex in 13, 14 is Gabo. He was in the top 5, top 6 or 7 of most of the race, but just at the end was just not there. Bargo in 15, 16 is Torpedo, and then Aaron had a collision right on the last lap of the race. Well, he should be classified as finished, but in 17th. Then Sasha retired in the pit lane, and Moist did not even start the race. He didn't crash, he just didn't start. So congratulations to Ryan Hurricane and to Arctic and to Hits the Spot for the podium. Thank you, Jeff, for joining us on comms.
Absolutely.
Next week there is a break week, so there's no XRL next weekend for that, so we'll be back the week after that, which I think, I don't know what track here. Where are we next week? Well, not next week, the week after. Let me have a look and see where we are in a couple of weeks' time. Where is the calendar? There it is.
I got it. We are
Canada?
at Canada. Yep. Canada.
Ah, so Canada. So, and that is the 14th of May at, so say 14th of May, Sunday at 5 PM and 8 PM, 5 PM for X2 and 8 PM for X1 for round number 7 at Canada. Everybody have a great week, and a couple of weeks actually, and we'll catch you all next time.